Bosh, there's only one place to start. Your maiden double 100, new career best first-class score. Just give us a reaction to that innings now you've had a few days to reflect on it.
It's probably still not quite sunk in yet, to be fair. I speak to some family the other day about it, and yeah, it's still quite surreal, but obviously very enjoyable. And I think the fact that it obviously led to us winning the game as well means even more. But yeah, it was a great few days, and obviously really excited of what's to come.
A fourth century here at Emirates Old Trafford. All four of your centuries have come here. What is it about batting at this place that gets the best out of you?
Unsure. I'd obviously like to score some away as well, but it is a place that I love batting. It's obviously a place that I'm used to and batted there a while now, and obviously somewhere I call home. So it's like I said, I'd love to score more runs other places, and hopefully that will come in the future. But yeah, for me, it's been a really successful ground so far, and hopefully something that can continue.
And out of those four centuries, 3 times you've gone past 150. What is it? Is it a mindset thing that you're just determined to go out there and just score those really, really big hundreds?
Yeah, I think so. It's something that I have worked really hard on. Is batting for a long period of time, and I remember having a chat with Dane, and he said, sort of, it's hard enough scoring 100 as it is, but the key is to make them big ones. And I think, they're the ones that stand out as well. So maybe like a 150 as opposed to a 110 is massive, and can also be a difference in the game as well. But I think, yeah, it's something that I'm still very curious of when I'm batting is trying to obviously get to 100 first for the team, and then, but once I get there is, trying to make that next phase even bigger. It's something that I'm trying to sort of get really good at, is getting them 150 plus scores.
Some highlights from the knock on the screen behind you here. You spent a lot of time in the middle with Dane. You spoke about batting with him there. 200 partnership between you. Just take us out into the middle. What was the chat between the two of you? How are you spurring each other on?
Well, we've batted together a lot now, and we've batted together a lot in the nets as well. So we've become really close over the last 3 or 4 seasons, and really enjoy batting together. We know each other's game really well and got a real good understanding of each other when we're in the middle. But it's the same chat every time, really. We try and work out the situation between us and what we think's best of us moving forward in this game for the team, and obviously how we're going to score our runs in that session or against a particular bowler. But so yes, it's just trying to work out what we're trying to do, really, and then hopefully it all works out and take it, I suppose, ball by ball and session by session.
And you mentioned earlier, for it to come in a winning cause must mean all the more. Were you getting a little bit nervous late on day 4?
Yeah, I think so. There was, and even back onto day 3, there was a period where I was batting with Crofty as well, and I was 50 odd 60, and I was getting quite tied down from the bowlers who bowl really well. And I just said I felt like we're almost coming towards a dead rubber in the game. I feel like I had to move on, and thankfully Crofty just allowed me to just keep batting. And then it all went from there, really. And it seemed to come in clusters. It was that sort of pitch, but I think the fact that it led to a winning cause means even more, like you say. And but there was definitely a stage towards the end of day 4 where we got the wickets early on, a couple of them in the first session. We sort of felt like they would just go bang bang. Every credit to Gloucester, they stood up and they fought all the way until the last 3 overs where we finally got that last wicket.
A lot of praise for the batting unit, such as yourself, but what an effort it was from the bowlers to take 20 wickets on that pitch. Yeah,
well, it just showed, didn't it? We batted for 160 odd overs, and I felt like we gave a couple of wickets away, to be honest. And they only got us 7 down in that time. We fielded a similar amount of time and took 20 wickets. So every credit to our bowlers, because I think towards the end, to be fair, from speaking to him, it seemed to did almost go a bit marbly and real flat. So every credit to the seamers, and Parky did a great job as well.
And just looking at the start of the season as a whole, it's been 2 gruelling wins, but 2 really good wins. Pretty much maximum bonus points, give or take a couple. What's the feeling like amongst the lads at the minute?
Yeah, it's great. We're in a good vibe, and it has been all winter. It's something that we've worked really hard on the last couple of summers, is having that, real good culture in the dressing room. It's something that we talked about in our team meeting not long ago before the season, and we always talk about taking it deep into 4 days. And if it comes to that last ball, the last session, then that's what it means for us as a team, and that's what we'll do. So I think the fact that 2 games have started like that just shows that we're in it for the long haul, and hopefully we can keep that continuing. That if we have to go that deep, we'll do. But ideally, we would just be nice to just get a couple of early finishes. It'd be really nice.
So you're just speaking just after your last training session before you head down to Hampshire. What are you expecting down there this week?
To be fair, I'm not a great thinker. I don't think about the game that much. There's other people that I suppose worry about the pitch or who they're playing, but I think for me it's just trying to keep it really simple. I have this quite simple saying of, it's 22 yards, there'll be 3 stumps at either end, and hopefully in the period of time I can work out what I'm going to do when I'm down there. I'm obviously going to be aware of what I'm coming up against, and I will do some background knowledge on that in my own time and try and work out my plans against a certain bowler. But I think ultimately, I think providing we play our best cricket, we're the best team in the country, and let's make sure we turn up and do our thing.
Last time we come up against Hampshire, obviously at Liverpool, that was a memorable day. Does that have any effect on this meeting, do you think? Or
it's a different game, it's a different venue. We're a different team. And like I said before, it's just about us playing our best cricket, and I've no doubt that will probably play in the back of their minds at some stage. But yeah, for us, it's just another game, and hopefully another wanting to try and win this championship.
Perfect. Cheers, Bosh.
Thank you.